Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Today we would like to present our material of conduct, which is project leadership. Our team members include Dimas, Michael, Rifky, and myself, Anshella. So let us begin. Understanding the customer's wants versus needs. Some customers may explain what they want, but not what they really needed, leading to the team designing something that doesn't meet the customer's expectations, which will cause delays in the project. Key points for a project leader. First, leaders should be able to apply and learn new skills to quickly adapt to the rapidly evolving business environment. Second, leaders should help their team's members to learn new skills, and project leaders should establish the appropriate mindset for development between their team and themselves. Also, project leaders should look forward and adapt to the evolving needs of the project. Project leaders should establish their own personal development partnership to help identify the upcoming future leaders and have a plan for continued development. Also, project leaders should be able to analyze goals, values, abilities, perception, and success factors. Connect with the people. First, project leaders should prioritize people first and schedule one-to-one meetings. Praise people for a job done well. Ask questions and find out what people like and don't like about their job. Okay, that's all from me. Rifky, you may take over.
Okay, thank you, Anshella. I will describe about connect with the people. About engaging with stakeholders. Okay, the first thing about spend time with each stakeholder, and then build trust with them, and then communicate clearly. After that, engage with the team's project sponsor, and then ask the question, and last, listen to the stakeholders. Okay. About work with intent, the first step is start our day with 100 minutes of focus. The second is less multitasking. Uh, it means the every member have to focus on their own task. And then eliminate interruption. After that, don't overcheck your emails. Uh, Ask, am I just active instead of being productive? And last, delegate others to take more responsibility. Okay. Uh, and then about seeing the team from a helicopter view. First, how can I better lead my team with my vision? Second, how can I be more proactive with my time? Third, whom do I need to spend more time with? And then, what important activities am I lacking? And last, how can I inspire my team to contribute further? Uh, Also, about ask for the feedback. Uh, there is the three part of what ask for the feedback. The first, ask these three questions to yourself. It consists of what should I stop doing, and then what should I start doing, and last, what activities should I continue to do. And the other about ask your clients and stakeholders. It consists of which part of the project concerns you and who would like me to keep you up to date with progress. And last, about ask your team. It consists of how can I support you and how can I challenge you to achieve higher. Okay, that's all from me. Michael, you may take over.
Okay, next slide, please. Next again. Next again, please. Oh, yeah, thank you. So thank you very much, Rifky, for the explanation. Now I would like to explain about the qualities of leadership. The most rudimentary distinction between leadership and management is that a manager is given a series of tasks that he or she should get done by working with other people. On the other hand, a leader must has a vision and must achieve that vision by working with other people and bringing them on board with that process. When bringing these individuals on board, the leader recognizes that each individual either have interest or lack of interest in supporting this vision. And part of this leader's requirement is to move all of those individuals from the uninterested to the more interested or active processes. Next slide. As a project leader, it is important not to only be able to see the end phase, but to understand why this project is important. Tying back to the corporate strategies and being able to describe this vision to the entire team. There is a powerful psychological impact that can be created by continually envisioning the end as you wish it to happen. A good leader understands this and continues to create the vision, clarifying it as it goes on, but always making sure that it stays within the goal as defined in the beginning. Next. The mission is a technical process that has been agreed upon by the group. This process will include all of the standard project management processes, along with all of the team's dynamic requirements. A good project leader understands that these need to be agreed upon ahead of time and checked back on throughout the project, giving stability to the organization. Creating an agreed upon standard process and then following the standard process throughout the entire project gives the team a great deal of stability and allows them to feel comfortable during a possibly uncomfortable process. Next. Values are rarely talked about in the books on the topic of leadership, mainly due to values being difficult to identify. They may also include issues that corporations do not feel comfortable talking about, such as religions and politics. Nevertheless, having certain deeply held personal values is a key characteristic of a true sustainable leader. A good set of values focused correctly can be one of the most powerful project leaders' tools. This is not necessarily something that can be defined and taught. It has to be an internal understanding within the individual, himself or herself. Next. Trust is a relatively simple concept to deal with, but can be lost so quickly that a project leader must guard against its loss at every stage of the project. Once the project team has lost its trust, it is doubly hard to get it back, and substantial amounts of time, effort, and resources will be lost throughout in fighting and power issues because of this breach of trust. That's all from me. Dimas, you may take over.
Okay, thank you, Vincent, for the opportunity. So next, I will talk about the patient. Uh, Patient. Okay, without patient, all the rest is lost in project management. So, no true leader can succeed without patience. Many people can manage teams and get things done, but without a true passion for whatever activity you are in, leadership seldom happens. Passion is the fuel that moves a leader forward. Many individuals who meet leaders for the first time are astounded at the energy and determination that these individuals have for their specific cause. Passion is the fuel and removes the barriers from the project. Most project leaders recognize that creating a passion for an ordinary project can be difficult. To accomplish this, most project leaders do not focus on the project itself but become passionate about the process as well as about the individuals doing the work. The project leader shows that he or she is interested not only in individual team members and their abilities, but in how to help them do their jobs better as well as in how they can all work better together as a team. Once this kind of vision gets ignited, work becomes more fun and teams have a tendency to build into higher performing organizations than expected. Next. Okay, the next one is about the teamwork. Why is teamwork important in the workplace? Okay, talent wins games, but teamwork and intelligence win championships. So this is why the teamwork is so important in the workplace. Great teamwork in project management achieves three very important goals. The first is projects are completed on the time and in full. Individual team members feel more satisfied with their roles, which gives them extra motivation to perform. The last one is a well-oiled team to contribute to a healthy work environment. And when you combine all of these three, you get a recipe for long-term success. A great team is especially important if you haven't had a lot of formal project, management education, and they can help you to work through the process and bring home a successful project. The next is all about expectations. The last one is expectation, a tool to create greatness. So the project managers must excel in expectation management. Project management is successful when the project launches on time and within the budget, all while keeping the team and the client happy. Yes, that's a tall order. That's why being a project manager is so hard. The triangle of expectation, one of the most critical but overlooked skills for any manager, is the management of client and team expectation. Here's a breakdown of how this big two process works. First is money and time. If the client's priorities are affordability and speed, the project manager will budget fewer hours into completing the work. And those hours will need to come from junior resources that come with a lower rate for their time. And then the next one is time and quality. If the client's priorities are speed and high quality work, then the project manager needs to increase the sales rate and draw from their pool of contractors to immediately get additional resources for the project. The last one is the quality and money. Yes, if the client priorities are high quality work and affordability, the project manager needs to set the expectation of a longer timeline. They could use junior team members to do the initial work and then have senior staff review and polish it. In conclusion, next one. Project managers need to start looking at themselves as leader of high-performing teams and expecting team members to become high-performing individuals. However, this expectation alone is not enough to create superior teamwork. Outstanding performance cannot be mandated. This still requires an organization to recognize that teamwork takes time to develop and must be supported among individuals who are given time to work through communication, knowledge, and trust. Once this has been achieved, a high-performing team can be one of the more powerful ways to strategically outmaneuvering in an increasingly competitive environment. So once a project leader has developed a high-performing team, he must continue to keep the trust and utilize that team appropriately, developing a vision to help the team understand where it should be going, reinforce the mission, and inspire them with a passion to get the project done. That's all from me. I will give it back to Anshella Alifa. Thank you.
That's from all of us. Thank you.
Okay, thank you Anshella.
Thank
Thank you
you.
Thank you,
everyone.
everyone.
Yes.
See you
Thank
next
you,
time.
everyone.